Oh, Travis Wingate. So, the Black Lives Matter movement in 2020, after the assassination of George Floyd, gathered across the nation to protest the police brutality against blacks. The police, as a counter reply to answer the movement, to demonstrate how wrong the movement is, sent out police to brutalize the Black Lives Matter movement, and then added some ad hominem, which were abusive character attacks as well, domestic terrorism, etc. As a result, those who understand debate know that the Black Lives Matter movement won their argument. They may not have won the movement that they were protesting, but they won their argument. They established their case that police are in fact brutally attacking black lives, because that's the manner in which the police chose to respond. And so it's a clear-cut case that the police are in the wrong. America is not supposed to be a nation to fear the police. The police are not supposed to be in the job to punish and enslave. Yet, we need police officers punished for their crimes and equal to the crimes they commit. So when it comes to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, the church makes a number of claims. And there are scientists who counter-reply to those claims of the church. And instead of the church defending their position, Mormons think they can step up to defend the church instead. It's the church's battle because it's the church's claim. It is not for Mormons to do it for the prophets. And yet, because the prophets don't, Mormons have this inner desire to counter reply to those in the scientific community. And I understand that because I myself, born and raised Mormon, not hearing a defense of Joseph Smith for translator, took it upon myself to know how Joseph Smith rendered his translation. For never did it occur to my mind that Joseph was not a translator. And so going into the research, I fully believed and expected to figure it out. And lo and behold, I did. And the church countered with putting me in a troublemaker file, 36434. It was a secret file. I didn't find out until the church further attacked me later on. That's how I found out the number. Because under Gordon B. Hinckley, it was F. Michael Watson who tried to have me excommunicated. Under President Monson, and when I found out about the file number, he was the one who had me indefinitely incarcerated in a Utah labor camp, prison camp, a secret camp that people do not know and understand exists. And for 6 years I was there, and then I get out, and then I resume my publication of the translation showing Joseph Smith is correct. And under Nelson, he tries to have me assassinated. This is their response to my defense of Joseph Smith. Because Joseph Smith is not here to defend himself anymore. I, as a Mormon, found out Joseph Smith was a translator, and the church, to argue against Joseph Smith being a translator, sought to have me excommunicated, had me indefinitely incarcerated, but only for a 6-year period of time, and have been trying to have me assassinated. That's their defense of Joseph not being a translator. And just like the police, who fail to establish their claim that they're innocent and that blue lives matter instead, likewise does the church fail to establish Joseph Smith as not a translator. And then I can go on and on about how apologists are so abusive, and the hate comments, the death threats that I get for telling you that Joseph Smith, the Book of Mormon, and Joseph's organization are true. And this is the response by Mormons about my telling them that Joseph Smith's organization, Joseph Smith is a translator, and the Book of Mormon are true. Mormons disagree, but they disagree in a manner which establishes they're wrong. Because you don't give the person a death threat to show you're right. You don't put out a hate comment mocking a person to show you're right. You're supposed to throw in a counter argument of where Joseph Smith would be established as wrong. And Mormons won't do it because they believe Joseph is right, but not logically right, because they believe Brigham Young is a true successor of Joseph Smith, and that everything that Brigham Young accused Joseph Smith of is right, and everything since that all the changes that Brigham Young made had permission and authority from God through Joseph Smith. And to go against that, the church would have to acknowledge that they're false, fraudulent, and fake, hoax. And so, yeah, that's the dilemma that the church has caused for Mormons. Something for any Mormons who are able to see this, because YouTube thinks that they can counter-argue me that Joseph is false by showing that my voice will not get heard on YouTube.